Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your new favorite breakfast. This is such a delicious breakfast recipe. It is super easy to whip up and it feels restaurant style. I love these restaurant style dishes that make you feel really fancy, but for a quarter of the budget so you can make it at home. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our tomato. Now, there's not much prep with this because the skin is gonna peel off as we're cooking it. But the first thing we need to do is take out the core. So I'm just gonna take a paring knife and carefully take out the core of the tomato. And that's the only prep you need for that. Now, the next thing I'm going to prep is some onion. I do love Vidalia onion, and I love it specifically in this dish. It gives this like caramelization that's just absolutely incredible. So I am gonna be using a quarter of my Vidalia onion. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. And I do wanna leave it as thin slices. I'm only gonna need a quarter of it for this, for like a single serve dish basically. And of course, if you're an onion lover and you wanna add more or less, do whatever you want. So I'm just going to thinly slice my Vidalia onion like this. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video while you're at it. I also want to prepare one garlic clove, so I'm just going to slice it thinly. And what I'm dumping this into is this little container here. It's so handy if you're someone who loves to cook in the kitchen a lot. It helps get your food scraps. It's available on my Amazon storefront if you want to purchase it. I also have mentioned this before, but all of the discounts for brands that I have are in my description below. You can find discounts on snacks as well as a great air fryer to use. So for my garlic, I'm just going to do some thin slices. Just like this. And I just do one garlic clove per serving. I love to use a stainless steel pan for cooking this, but of course you can cook it in a non-stick pan as well, or something that's ceramic. I would avoid an iron skillet. It's a little bit too hot for this particular dish. So now that I have my stainless steel pan, it is really hot. I've put my heat on the lowest setting. I'm going to add my olive oil, and if you're interested in purchasing this as well, I love these like spray pour oil bottles. It's also on my Amazon storefront. So I'm gonna pour my olive oil into my pan. And I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. So we're letting the olive oil and the butter come together, and then I'm gonna add in my onions. What we're doing is we're caramelizing the onion on a low heat setting. So we're really just getting them not burnt, but so they start to get very like, just that perfect caramelization that you're looking for. And at this stage, right when I've added my onion, and again, it's on the lowest setting that you can have on your stovetop. I'm gonna go ahead and add some sea salt. And I'm gonna add just a couple of crushed red pepper flakes. You don't need much, but it just gives a nice kick as the onions are cooking. I'm also going to add a little bit of dried thyme and some black pepper. As these are cooking, I'm also going to add my garlic cloves, and we're gonna let those flavors start to get really, really fragrant. So we're gonna let the onions and the garlic cook for about a minute or so. We don't want them to be completely done because they're gonna continue cooking with our tomato and get that olive oil and the butter a nice flavor of the onion and the garlic. Now that it's been about a minute, I'm gonna get a lid that completely covers my pan, and I'm gonna put my tomato in the center. You're gonna cover it like this and again, cook it on the lowest setting until you see the skin to start kind of like coming off of the tomato. It should take about a couple of minutes. It's been about 3-4 minutes that we've been cooking this, and you can see that the tomato is starting to already peel, like the skin is starting to peel. So once you see that happening, you can go ahead and gently peel the skin off. Don't force it, it should easily come off. So if it's not easily coming off yet, it's not ready. And the best way to do this is with some tongs. So if you don't have a good pair of kitchen tongs, go ahead and get some. They're super duper cheap on Amazon. And again, they'll be on my Amazon storefront if you want to get the ones that I'm using. Now that we have peeled the skin off of the tomato, you can go ahead and get a potato masher or just a fork or something to crush with. And you want to crush the tomato so it forms like a crushed tomato sauce. And if you notice that there's like part of the tomato, this is just the center of the tomato, you can go ahead and just take that out and also discard it. It's a little bit harder. I'm just gonna toss that. And now that we have crushed all of that, we're gonna go ahead and raise the heat just a little bit. So it's not on the lowest setting, but it's almost on a medium low now. And we're gonna combine this tomato with our onions and garlic. And it's now forming this delicious tomato sauce. We want this to come up to a simmer. So it's on a light simmer. At this stage, we're going to season with a little bit more salt and a little bit more black pepper. We don't want to add any of the other seasonings because thyme is pretty strong. You don't need that much of it. And the crushed red pepper flakes, unless you're trying to make this really spicy, which I'm not trying to, I'm not going to add any extra because I don't want it to be overboard. So this is now at a simmer. And we're ready to add our feta. So I just have some feta that I'm going to kind of break off these medium-sized blocks, and we're gonna place them all around the pan. And for some flavor, I'm gonna add a whole basil leaf. It's just gonna infuse into the sauce. So I'm gonna let it cook in with the sauce, and then we're gonna mix that in kind of later. So I just sort of dip it in like this. And then I'm just gonna leave it in there. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 eggs. So I have 2 large eggs. I'm gonna create kind of a little bit of a well here. And I'm gonna crack the egg directly into the well that I've created. So that's number 1. Yolk broke a little bit, that's okay. And I want to make sure that that egg is surrounded by the sauce. I'm going to create my second little spot right here. And now we're going to cover our pan with the lid, and we're gonna let this cook until you see that the eggs kind of become not over easy, but that the top of it is cooked. This is gonna take a couple of minutes. You wanna keep it on that low temperature because you don't, first of all, you don't want the sauce to burn, and you don't want the eggs to cook faster on the bottom than they do the top. So just kind of watch it, sort of lift up the lid and make sure that it's not overcooking. You can see that the eggs are now cooked on top. I'm gonna take out my basil. You can turn the heat off. And the great thing about this is you don't have to dirty any dishes because you can eat right out of the pan. So I'm just going to take it out of the pan, place it onto a little mat. And for some extra color, you can go ahead and add some basil on top if you want. And that is it for a delicious breakfast. It's almost like shakshuka, which is an Israeli dish. There's also eggs in purgatory, which is an Italian dish. It's all kind of a similar idea where you have delicious eggs swimming in cheese and olive oil and a tomato sauce. I cannot wait to dig into this. It smells incredible. It looks incredible. I have a little piece of my sourdough toast that is toasted and ready to go to eat this. So let's go ahead and do our taste test. Let's go ahead and dip. So I'm gonna dip it into my sauce, get some of that cheese on there. And we also got to dip in our egg. Take a look at that perfectly cooked egg. I just can't wait to take a bite. Cheers, guys. What else is there to say than this is delicious, olive oil, garlicky, tomatoey. You have the gooey egg and it's nice and cheesy with a perfect slice of toast. I know you guys will love this recipe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.